Well, 2 weeks down at Ms. Camp 17, we're joined by head coach Barry Odom. And coach, I know guys got a little bit of a break this week. I know you said you had one of your best practices so far on Thursday. Did it continue to look good to you today?
Yeah, we went a lot of situational things today in practice, which is good on clock management, on both sides of the ball. You know, last play of the game situations. So those were things that were scripted, and we'll be able to teach this afternoon off of the good and the bad on what we did there. And you know, looking forward to tomorrow night to get our guys out and go scrimmage one last situation. And you know, we also, like I said yesterday, started on you know, some Missouri State stuff, you know, our first opponent. So good to get into that mode as well. And then knowing that we've got to get geared up for school starting on Monday, and our guys are excited about that. To break camp and get into our game week routine.
It was a week ago you guys scrimmaged for the first time. As you got to unpack that video and take a look, you know, what were some of your takeaways from that? And then what's the next step with the second scrimmage on Saturday night?
Well, I thought, you know, going away from the first scrimmage when we went, you know, about 160 snaps, so we played a lot of ball. Had some young guys really step up. You know, I thought that the other day watching the scrimmage unfold, and then you go back and study it. Really had some young kids played well in that environment for the first time. I was impressed with the way Drew managed what we were asking him to do at the quarterback spot, and then defensively had some guys. You know, Chris Turner did a nice job for the first time out, and was excited to see Beckner in there going because he's been, you know, not in real live competition for a while, and he showed that he's a different player, which is good for us.
So now tomorrow night, what are some things you're going to look for?
Yeah, the things, you know, we'll look at, will be scaled down a little bit on number of reps. We won't go near as many just because we're getting so close to, you know, we're now 14 days out. So it'll be limited number of reps, but also make sure that we get the guys that need the work in the right spots, get them as much as we can in that situation. And then it will be less situational football and more put the ball down and go play.
You kind of touched on this a little bit, but you say 2 weeks away from the opener. Are we to the point in camp where you are starting to kind of see some things come together, and you can see the makeup of the team starting to come together?
No question, and they've done a great job on not only, you know, what we've asked them to do during the course of a practice, but you can see, you know, different groups, you know, the communication that it takes on both sides of the ball working together. You get a feel for if there's a first group that runs out there, you know, the boundary corner and the boundary safety, you know, playing together and get reps together, how that's starting to mesh, and that's fun to see.
Barry, thanks. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks.
That's head coach Barry Odom. His Tigers had their second scrimmage Saturday evening at Faurot Field.